Welcome to Great Fosters. Hi, this is where myself and Johnny got married 3 years ago, August 2004. It's an absolutely beautiful place, so follow me, I'll show you around. From a very, very young age, all I wanted to do was perform. I wanted to, be on the stage, and for me, I don't think it was about being famous. I think it was about doing what I loved. And I've got to say that boys and relationships kind of, took a backward step really, because I was so focused on, I danced every night of the week, and I went to singing classes and theatre school, and I did all of that, and that was my love actually. That was very much my first love. And so, yeah, that was the path that I had for myself. When I did meet Johnny, because he was a dancer, he was a singer, we instantly had that connection, and we were on the stage together, and it created a whole magic that I'd never had with somebody else, before. How it happened was I was in Steps. We were in a studio auditioning male dancers for our tour, and it was all very glamorous, and we were all very giggly and excited. That the fact that we were auditioning guys was, was quite appealing to most of the group, I have to say. Hate your mind. And Johnny entered the room, and I know this sounds really corny, but it went really slow-mo, and he walked in and I thought, wow, he's hot. And then he auditioned, and he was actually the most amazing dancer, very sexy, very funky, very masculine, and that was it as far as I was concerned. I turned to H and I said, he's got the job. So me and Johnny started rehearsing for a nationwide tour, and there's a bit of flirting going on, well, a lot of flirting really, and I think it was quite obvious to the group that there was a lot of chemistry on and off stage, which is great for the show. It's great if you look like you're all getting on and having fun. But for Johnny, he's very much a professional, and it was actually in the contracts that you weren't allowed to fraternise with the artist. So I actually had to be quite bold, and after weeks and weeks of flirting, I made a little move on him on the tour bus, and I snogged him. Okay, so here we are, and we come through the little enchanting door, which is so cute, into the lobby. This beautiful open fireplace over there. Not that we had it on in August. So this is the Tithe Barn, 16th century. As you can see, it's so beautiful and old and very special. I thought this would be the perfect place to have our reception. It was absolutely buzzing with our family and friends. Myself and Johnny and our immediate family were on the top table here. We did all the speeches here, we had the most beautiful food here, we cut our wedding cake here, and this whole room was filled with lots of laughter and tears. And so, we had a very romantic proposal. Johnny said we were going on a date, to get dressed up, and we went down to the River Thames, and we went on a dinner cruise along the river in a glass boat. It was all glass, it was very beautiful. And we had a 5-course meal, and I noticed that Johnny wasn't drinking, which, we like to have the odd drink. I thought that was a bit strange. And then he asked me to sit on his knee in front of, there was obviously a restaurant full of people, and he started saying sweet nothings, and I said to him, if you're going to say what I think you're going to say, you need to be on your knee, mate, kind of thing. And I got up and I sat back down, and then at that point he followed, and he got down on one knee, and he proposed in front of everybody, and the whole boat clapped. It was really beautiful. So once all our guests had been watered and fed, all the speeches had been told, we came into the orangery here, which is where we were joined with our evening guests as well. And yeah, it's where the party began really. We had lots of bars and stools set up. We had the star cloth, the DJ, the entertainment was there as well. And we had of course, the ice sculpture and the ice bar. We were actually engaged for 3 years before we got married. I was in Steps, Johnny was in Hearsay, we were all travelling all over the place. So I think it was quite good really, because we had those 3 years. It's just, to get used to each other and to find out more about each other and get used to the idea really. And so that was really good, because we really had foundations. It wasn't on a whim. We knew each other really well and we knew we wanted to do it. So I spent 2 out of those 3 years planning the wedding, which was just fantastic. I didn't have a wedding planner. I didn't want one, to be honest. I knew what I wanted, and you know, it's something that every girl thinks about from being pretty young. And I wanted the fairy tale. On my wish list was definitely horse and carriage, fireworks. Obviously, you know, a big wedding with all the family and friends there. We have big families, so we wanted everybody there. We wanted it to be traditional, so we opted for this beautiful, you know, stately manner. Instead of favours, because I'm not really into the almonds and all that kind of thing, we had lottery tickets for all our guests. And quite a few of them won quite a bit of money after, so that was a nice touch. After we had the entertainment, we asked everybody to come out this way to join us for the fireworks that we had. And I've got to say, they were the most amazing fireworks. People said it was like being at Disney. And what I did was I themed the fireworks along to music, some classical music. And so it was, you know, made it really unique. And I think it's something that people really remembered from our wedding. I was going to say my wedding ring, but it's actually rings. I've got a couple of bands that surround my engagement ring, and I designed them. We had them made along with Johnny's, and we actually engraved each other's rings, but we weren't allowed to tell each other what the message was until obviously the day. So on the day we got a really nice surprise, and we'd actually engraved the same thing actually, which was quite weird, because we call each other it's really corny, love of my life, and obviously we couldn't fit all that on a ring, so we had L-O-L-M, love of, no, L-O-M-L, oh no, Johnny's gonna kill me. Okay, so this is the rose garden here. If you come through, there's a really beautiful bridge here, which is where we did the majority of our photographs, and there's also black swans in the moat around. So this is a beautiful bridge where we had a lot of our photographs. It's pretty oriental looking, really. Once we came down from the bridge, we pretty much set up camp here, and this is where we did the majority of our photographs with our bridesmaids, my brothers, Johnny's family, all our parents. And we had the beautiful bridge and the background of Great Fosters there, so I think it made for a stunning backdrop. I think the secret to a successful marriage is to have the love, to have the friendship, to have the communication, and I think, you know, more importantly, to have fun, you know, to just really love each other's company, want to, you know, spend as much time together as you possibly can, and because, you know, we work a lot, so we have to make sure that when we are together, it's special times, and I think, you know, that's our secret. We don't really have to try it, it just works. It's quite emotional coming back, really. You know, it's nice that we've picked somewhere that is near to our home, because we come back, you know, for our anniversaries. We just celebrated our 3rd anniversary here, and it's really nice to be able to see all the staff again and take in all the grounds, and obviously, you know, it's just full of memories. And I'm really pleased because I did work hard on the wedding. You know, 2 years is a long time. It was a massive project to organise, and it went so smoothly, and it was just so great that I'd love to do it all over again.